Hey guys, on today's video I'm going to show you how to upgrade the spool holder on your Dremel Idea Builder so you can go from a spool that's this size to a spool that's this size. I've done a video similar to this in the past, which I'll have up in the iCard if you guys are interested, where I printed this bracket that kind of sits outside the printer like this, and then you feed it in through the sides, which is a great solution. It's worked well for me. It does take up a little bit more desk space, so I'm trying to find something that takes up slightly less room. Looking around on Thingiverse, I was able to find this model. This has a raft on it, which I'm going to peel off here in a minute, but it's actually one of these side panels, just 3D printed, but the person that modeled it put in a bracket right into the side, so that you can hang your spools off the side like that and actually have it inside the printer. One of the other things that I tried in the past was I upgraded the little holder that goes inside that holds the spool. This kind of sits here in the corner on the inside and holds the filament. I made a bigger version of it, but these rolls are so wide that they actually don't fit into the little spool well that they have. So I'm going to go ahead and peel this off real quick, just the little raft on this piece. So peel this off and clean it up. Do a time lapse for that because it also has some support material, so we'll just clean that up real quick. Slightly longer to clean up than I thought. I'm going to go ahead and stop recording here, and once I get it done, we will start back up again. Finally got the raft off, and as you can see, it looks kind of weird. I don't quite have my raft settings dialed in, I don't think. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to print it again without the raft, so it'll have this shine to it. So it'll look something like that when we're all done. I'm not going to take the time to print it now. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of the video, and then I'll print it afterwards and just show you what that looks like on it, but it'll be something like that. What you gotta do first to make room for this is there's a little, just a regular filament holder. Mine is the upgraded one that I printed. That's in here. You gotta go ahead and unscrew that. It's 2 hex head screws. To get that little old bracket off, you wanna go ahead and take these bolts out off the bottom of the printer itself. Just like that, and then just pull this guy down. You do want to be careful. There's this little grounding cable here. It's actually connected right to the base, so you don't want to pop that off accidentally. Alright, now it's real hard to see, but back in here there are 2 nuts that are connected to the base of that spool holder. So what you're going to want to do is grab a tool and grab the actual nut and then reach around on the other side and loosen that up. So I got the 2 tools here. Grab that guy. And reach around over here and just loosen this. Shift things a little bit though. Grab your bolt right here. Once you got it loose enough, you can even hold it with your finger like I'm doing here. Close this back up. Got all this put back in, go ahead and flip the printer back over. Then you'll notice that your screws here are now loose, and you can just go ahead and pop them off just like that. Alright, now that we've got that flip back over, I'm going to go ahead and put the little nuts actually back onto the screws, just because that way I won't lose them, because I'm prone to these things. Now that that's done, before we install the new piece, I wanted to show you the 3 pieces that you need to print out. The first one is this piece, which is the actual holder and little grate. The second one is the actual part that locks into that and will hold the spool. Just kind of goes like that, and you twist it and it locks into place. And then the third one is this piece that will actually fit inside the spool so that your spool holder is centered to have the spool in the right spot. I will link all the Thingiverse models down in the description. This one, just so you guys know, is the 44mm size. I probably could have gone up to the slightly bigger size, and this is a 2.2 pound roll, just to kind of let you know what size maybe you need. But basically the sizes are just the inside diameter of this little circle. So first step in installing this, obviously you want to take off the old grate. There's 2 little tabs on either side here that you just kind of push into the center, and that pops out. Then you take the new grate, and something I forgot to say about this is you want to make sure that you print it with support material, because these little tabs here need to be supported. I actually printed this on my Robo R1 Plus just because it has a little bit better, my Dremel program doesn't have support material, because I haven't used I just use the regular Dremel slicer, and it has a heated bed, which helps with the bigger models. So this one you just want to pop into those, slide it down and pop in the 2 clips, just like the other one. Now that that's done, grab a roll of filament, go ahead and kind of set it in there like that. Then grab these 2 pieces, you can kind of prep them like this. It's going to go inside the center and into that little piece and lock off just like that. What that plate looks like from the outside. Like I was saying before, the raft, there's still a little bit of it on there, and I am going to try to print another piece so that it will have this kind of same smooth texture to it, as opposed to the way this printed. If I print it without a raft, it'll look something like this, which is more of a match to the outside of the printer. You might have a little bit of trouble printing this part, just because the Dremel Idea Builder doesn't have a heated bed. If you have a 3D printer with a heated bed, I would recommend using that printer to print it, and then just putting it on like I did here. The rolls of filament I used are the Aces Deals brand. This should work with any roll. This is just the filament that I prefer right now. I haven't had any problems with them. I'll have a link to their filament down in the description. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions at all, comment down below. Subscribe if you're not already. Like this video if you liked it, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.